accidentally uncovered the office affair the other day. This was really cool. Yeah. My 2 coworkers, boy and girl, came in late together. So I went, ooh, coming in late together. Somebody slept at somebody's house. It's a joke. It's not even a good joke. Like, it's just a joke. But their reaction gave them away. They went, yeah, we're totally sleeping together. That's what we're doing. We're sleeping together. That's exactly what we're doing. I was like, wow, you doth play along too much. Now it is obvious that you are sleeping together. Yeah, I blew a deadline the other day. My boss was like, we had this deadline set and you didn't complete the project in terms of the deadline. And I went, oh my God, I'm so sorry that I led you to believe that I care about your deadline. Entirely my fault. I was gonna make a PowerPoint presentation with graphs that illustrated my level of caring about your deadline, and you'd see it plummet right when I leave here. So that's my bad for getting that to you late. I was late speaking of late, I was late the other day coming into work. My boss was like, why are you 20 minutes late? And I said, why am I only 20 minutes late? 20 minutes is the time that it takes me to lay in bed and decide if I'd rather come to work or kill myself. And today I decided to come to work. So that's boss 1, Carrie 0. Thanks. Yeah, you guys know the most fun way to get fired ever? Okay, I'll tell you. Get a job in a bookstore, find the roll of autographed copy stickers, and go over to the Bible section. And just go nuts. Just say whatever you want. They frown on that. I don't know. You tell me. I don't know.
I saw one of the coolest things, you guys, recently. This is absolutely true. I was driving down to the airport very early in the morning. The sun was just coming up, just turning into daylight. And I've never seen this before. I saw a hooker coming home after work. Now think about it. It's like seeing a possum in the middle of the day. You're like, oh my gosh, shh. Quiet, 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 shh. Don't scare her, don't scare her. Shh. Oh, look at her. Do you have any snacks in the car? Come here. Here, hooker, 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 hooker. They're so cute when they're young. You just want to pet them, but they charge you for that. Adorable. It really is. If you ever have a chance to see one, oh, it's so cute. Her wig was on all backwards, and one was hanging out of her skirt. Oh, delicious. Delicious. I love this job because you get to go around the entire country, the whole world. And I just got back from Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. Woo, I know it. And it was pretty intense because, you know, the detainees, I don't know if you guys watch CNN or if you can spell CNN, but we all know, right? The detainee camp is there. I had one soldier come up to me after my set and he goes, hey, you're real funny, want to buy you a drink. Down, to get down, down, to get down, down, to get down, down, down. Pow, pow. Thank you, state of Kentucky. We would not have an army without you. Now, I'm not making fun of the South, but seriously, are we going to send soldiers from Los Angeles to go fight? What time does war start in the morning? Because I usually have a soy latte first thing first. Do we have like a wrap-up schedule? I have an audition next week. But I was just flattered. I haven't had an 18-year-old buy me a drink since I was 12. I gotta get out of here, but I'll tell you one cool thing that I did see on the road in military bases. I was entertaining the troops in Japan. In Tokyo, there are signs in front of the women's restrooms in English that say, "Attention, American women, you must observe toilet courtesy." What are we doing to these poor Japanese bathrooms? They had to write a sign. Are we just walking in, just kicking the stall door open, just peeing on their laps? Yeah! This is how we pee in America, bitches! I gotta go, you guys. I'm Kira Soltanovich. Thank you.
I'm just excited. I'm not at work right now because I'm a social worker. Not a good one at all. I used to care about the kids, but now I just really don't so much. Because I realized something, that kids are evil. They are evil little creatures, and you should beat them on Fridays because by Mondays the bruises will be gone and the teachers will never know. That is my gift to you, America. But no, but seriously, and the thing about adults is that we are polite. Kids are evil. They're not polite. Because I have a certain affliction. I'm blind in my left eye. It don't work. Sometimes it wanders a bit. I'm glad there's nothing over here really because I couldn't see it if there was. And so I go into little kids' house trying to save them because that's what I do. I save little children. And I say, hey, little kids, I'm here for you. And they're like, look at your eye. That's why you're going to hell, you little bastard, and your mama on crack. You ain't never going to be nothing. Oh, I can't take it. Because adults, they don't do that. Like, even if you saw it tonight, you wouldn't say anything. You would talk about it in the car. You would call somebody and be like, this comedian's eye was wandering all over the place. What is she? Her eyes are too big to be wandering like that. But you wouldn't say it to me. You would come to me and you would say, thank you, good show, have a good night. Oh, this heifer here. That's what we're supposed to do, and kids don't know. And it's a little known fact. They tried to fix my eye when I was little. They did. So they put a patch over my good eye to make my bad eye better. I can't see out this eye over here. So they put a patch over the only eye I had left and told me that was gonna fix the problem. Now to me, I couldn't wrap my mind around it, because to me that's like if I break my left leg, you put a cast on my right and tell me to walk it out. I can't, just, what's this cast doing? What is this cast doing on the wrong leg? And my mother, bless her heart, she tried to be supportive. She tried to be a wonderful person. And if you don't learn anything else, learn this. If your kids are messed up, you tell them that they're messed up. Because my mother didn't tell me. She was like, honey, it's okay. You're still beautiful. You're like a beautiful little pirate. Yes, you are. You sure are. Yes, you are. So I go to school thinking I'm all that and a bag of chips. Like, matey, I'm a pirate. Yo, ho, ho. Tell the kids, were like, no, you're Slick Rick. You are Slick Rick. And now, since I can't see, I bumped into stuff all over the school. Kids outside the nurse's office while I'm inside with a concussion, talking about, knock 'em out the box, Rick. Knock 'em.
I am from a small town in rural Western Pennsylvania, and if you don't know what that part of the country is like, let me just tell you a little story to give you an idea. When I was in high school, my soccer coach got arrested and went to jail because he stole a deer from someone's deer farm so that he could have it for his own deer farm. That's right. In Pennsylvania, we grow and harvest deers. And the reason it was such a big deal and that he got arrested over it is that the deer that he stole was valued at over $250,000 because it had like this huge antler rack. It had like over 30, I don't know what you call it, like antler units. But like $250,000 is an insane amount of money. But in Western Pennsylvania, if you have $250,000, you don't, invest in a nice piece of real estate or put your kids through college. You buy a deer. And if you don't have $250,000, you steal that deer. And in case you were wondering, No, I did not meet a black person in real life until I went to college. It's very, yeah. I did go to college, though, so thanks, Mom and Dad, for not blowing my college fund on a really fancy groundhog. That was a Groundhog Day reference that happens in Pennsylvania. All right, let's move on. When I was in college, I used to work at Hooters restaurant. But yeah, no, I did not work there as a waitress. I worked there as a Hooters delivery boy. This is a true story. The Hooters I worked at in central Pennsylvania implemented a delivery system. But I know what you're thinking, why would anyone order Hooters delivery? That would be like spending the night with a prostitute, but instead of having sex, she gives you diarrhea. It's gross. When I was in college, I studied film, so I love movies. I'm a huge film buff, and one of my favorite movies is Titanic. And I know that it's a bad movie, but people have the wrong idea about this movie. People think it's this sappy love story about two star-crossed lovers and their tragic tale, but that is not what that movie is about. Titanic is about a ship that commits a spectacular suicide because of all the boring love crap that happens on it. Well, that joke was a combination of 3 of my older jokes, which means I had 3 jokes about the movie Titanic. So that's where I'm at in life. You guys do not like Titanic. All right, noted. Moving on to another one of my favorite movies is Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back. Anyone? Okay, all right, I get it. You're a Star Wars crowd. All right. Do you guys remember that scene where Han Solo is hitting on Princess Leia, but he's being a jerk about it, so she kisses Luke Skywalker to make him jealous, and then Yoda comes along and he's all like, oh, hey, Luke, made out with your twin sister, you did. This movie is why I don't date white people. I don't know who my secret Jedi twin brother is, but I know who it isn't. It's not Lando Calrissian. It's not Chewbacca, because I consider it, he's bipedal. Basically, if I'm dating Admiral Akbar, I'm probably not accidentally humping my brother, because that is a trap. Cool. No, yes, okay, fine. I'm trying to date white people and other people and other, like everyone. Anyone is what I'm trying to say. I was, all right, we'll talk later. I was dating a guy, though, but we turned out to not be very compatible, because he'd be like, Caitlin, you're so lazy in bed. All you do is just lay there. And I was like, it's a horrible thing to say. I do not just lay there. I just lie there. You illiterate Neanderthal. I was dating a British guy, and that was kind of weird, because we speak the same language, but we have different ways of saying the same thing. So, for example, I would say, like, garbage, and he'd say rubbish. Or I would say shopping cart, and he would say trolley. Or I would say, I love you, and he would say, I told you we're not dating anymore. Please get out of my flat before I call the bobbies on you. Thanks, I guess, for your sympathy. I was doing online dating for a while. I was just trying that out. And some dating websites will tell you how much you match with someone, like OkCupid. And I met someone who I'm a 98% match with. It's great. We get along like super well, very compatible. The only trouble is he's not very good looking, because He has like a lot of body hair, and he's a lot shorter than I am, and he's a chimpanzee. But come on, guys, 98% match. You can't beat that. Yeah. That was a genetics joke, if anyone is catching up. I'll leave you with this. I was fooling around with a guy like one time, and he got kind of frustrated with me because I didn't have an orgasm. And I was like, dude, that's like getting mad at a steak for not cooking because you didn't turn on the grill. Am I right, ladies? Yeah, I empower female sexuality by comparing women to pieces of meat. It's fine. Guys, thank you so much. You've been wonderful.